DJ, to want to focus in on the Alex Semin debacle in Carolina. I blogged about it for Rant. I tweeted it out. I honestly think it was a pretty good piece, and I'm not trying to pump my own tires, but definitely check it out. But bottom line, here's my issue with Carolina in that they play the worst small market team we can't afford. Oh my god! But yet you give Alex Semin 5 years, $35 million, and then what? You can't have it both ways. You can't play the poverty card and then give these ridiculous, absolutely erroneous contracts out. It doesn't work that way, and that's a big reason why the team's mired in, the organizational slump it's in now. Now, a lot of these mistakes were under Jim Rutherford, and the new organization trying to clean a few things up. But that's the bottom line of the situation is they made a mistake in the Semin signing. Anyone that saw Semin play in Washington knew this was going to happen. Personally, I think he has one of the best wrist shots in the NHL. Unfortunately, I think he's the most inconsistent player in the NHL, and I know it's piggybacking on the Russian factor and everything, which has nothing to do with it. I'd be saying this about Semin if he was from, Dorchester, Massachusetts, all right? The guy just does not have the game-to-game, month-to-month, even year-to-year consistency to make him a $7 million a year player in a salary cap-driven league, especially for a team that's a small market team that cries poverty whenever it can. It's ridiculous, but here we are. And, if you saw the piece I wrote, I said the Carolina Hurricanes should essentially get down on their knees and start praying he pulls an Ilya Kovalchuk and bolts to the KHL. Unfortunately, that's not a real possibility right now, considering the Russian ruble's down to absolutely nothing, and both the KHL and the Russian economy are on the verge of absolute economic collapse. So that's that rules that out. So what are you gonna do? That's the situation right now. Carolina is gonna end up with a top 3 pick more than likely, even though they're playing their way out of it, which I think is foolish. If they were to land a McDavid or an Eichel, how would they mesh with him in the Stahl? I goof on the Jordan Stahl contract all the time, but that's a stupid contract too. It's just, what are you gonna do? It's not an ideal situation. He's gonna stick around because why would you leave $21 million guaranteed on the table to go to the KHL when the ruble's not worth what it was 2 years ago? And Kovalchuk, bolted, and it's just again, not the way you want your organization to be. But maybe if they get lucky in the draft lottery, they can turn around real fast. And I mean, with McDavid's playmaking ability, maybe him and Semin create something. And Semin has a really good second half of his NHL career, but I don't see that happening. I just think this is a bad contract on a worse team. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's all I got sort of the power play with CJ. Stay tuned for episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.